Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're going to be doing a medium mid-back boho braids, technically a midway. So that's the size between a mid-back and a waist length. So it's not going to be too long and it's not going to be too short either. And we're going to be using the Remy Deep Wave in color jet black and a little bit of the highlights of the color 2 and color 4. So I used about maybe like 2.5 bundles of the jet black, and then the remainder, half a bundle, I used half of those of the color 2 and color 4 because you just wanted like a little bit of highlights, not too much, just something that's very like subtle. And color 2 and color 4 is going to give you the nice color pop, but not like a blonde kind of like pop. So for the first 2 lines, I usually don't add any curls. I will probably add like 2 or like 1, but that is like towards like the end of the braids, just because over time you just begin to understand that when you're trying to maintain and take care of your hair, you would hardly go to the back or like feel this side of your hair because it's people just forget about it. I forget about it. So like there is no point of adding curls there. Your hair is still going to be very, very full. So that is the reason why when I do like the first 3 to 4 rows and my client uses the bathroom, I always hope and pray that they never look at their hair and like start feeling like anxiety that it's gonna be full. Yes, it's going to be full. I just do not add that much curls because of the maintenance. It helps with the maintenance and makes the hair last longer because you're not going to forget that part. Plus, there's literally no point. It doesn't really add any value, like 0.0.0. That way you even have enough curls to use all around and give you a nice full look. We're using 3 bundles for this look, but it looks really, really nice, really, really thick, really, really full. You can just scroll all the way to the end of the video and see what the end result is looking like, both when it's dry and when it's damp, or like when it's wet and stuff. One of the key factor in making your hair super big, super light, so that's not really, really heavy with your clients, because you can use 3 bundles and then if you add, and then the amount of braiding hair that you apply or you add to the hair would make a difference compared to somebody that use a little piece of braiding hair and the same amount of curls. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't use that much braiding hair. So in the expression, braiding hair has about 3 bundles, right? I tend to use about 1.5 or like 2 bundles. Now, if you end up using all the 3 bundles and more, it's still going to be full, but it just might be a little bit heavier for your client. So I do avoid using too much braiding hair because I'm going to end up getting the thickness and like the body of the braids from the curls itself, right? Because you keep applying curls as you get to the top, and then the more curls you apply, the thicker the braids look and stuff. So there is no point of adding too much braiding hair, especially if your clients are using over 2 bundles or over 3 bundles. Now, if my clients want to do the same style, like a medium mid-back, and they want to use just 1 bundle, then I know to add more braiding hair to give my client a nice body, right? And then the curls can play as an accessory. So it just depends on what your clients are going for. If you are booking for 3 bundles, clearly the curls is not really the accessories. The curl is the main event, right? So we're not really, the braiding hair or the braids would not really be as visible, right? But if you book for like a 1 bundle, you want your curls to be an accessory. So that means your braids are going to show more, or it's going to be a nice amount between the braids and the curls. So in the first 2 rows, I apply like 2, and then as we go, I apply like 4, and then the first row from how you have a middle part and then you have 5 going left, 5 going to the right. As I go, when I make the first line, I can apply like, let's say 5 or 4. It just depends on the size of my client's hair. And I'm only doing that because I do want to have enough curls so it's fuller at the top. And sometimes I ask my clients if they're like a side part or like a middle part person. That way I know to apply more curls on the side and not save all the curls for like the middle part, because some people don't do the middle part. So I do try to save enough curls depending on the side that my client would like. And if my client they want to have both the middle and the side, then I know to have a nice amount. That way it's full all around, right? So I know how to proportion the curls and stuff. But generally speaking, after the first 3 lines in the back, or like the first 2 lines in the back, as I get to the top, I just keep adding 2 and 2 more. So for example, if I start with like 4 curls, in the next row, like the second row from like the top, I'll add like 6, and then I'll add like 8, and I'll add like 10, and I go from there, right? Or I will start with like 5, and then I start with like 6. Sorry, start with like 5, and then continue with like 6, and then just go from 6 to like 8. So it just depends, right? But the goal is to always add curls as you get to the top. That way it's fuller and fuller, right? You don't want to waste all your curls in the back and in the middle, and then when you get to like the top and like the where we can actually see, you don't have that much curls left, right? So over time I've learned to manage my curls. So in the past, even though I struggled with managing the curls, right? So they book for 3 bundles, I end up doing like a 3.5 because I was still learning how to manage the curls. But now when my clients book for 3 bundles, I most likely end up using the 3 bundles on the dot. So I'll probably have like 2 more curls extra, or I have to add 2 more extra curls from a 4th bundle, but it's never like a 2.5 or like a 3.5 or any 0.5 anything. But you get to do that over time when you get used to using these bundles or using the curls, or it depends on how full your bundles is as well. Also, when you're doing a medium mid back, I do recommend sticking with between 18 to 22 inches. Preferably, I'm going to say 18 and 20. That way you have a nice consistent layers, or just do all around 20 or all around 18. But if my clients want like a mid waist, then I can use like, let's say 18, 18, 22, or 20, 20, 22, or 18, 20, 22 inches basically. So we have a nice layers, and then my 22 ends up being the curls I use at the end. That way I'm able to give my clients longer length. In most cases, I don't really charge for like the extra length because I don't know, I love my clients and they've been coming to me since like forever, so there is no point. But if you want like a massive difference from like a mid back to like a waist length, then yes, of course, now you have to book for a waist length, right? But sometimes when my clients, let's say when my shorter clients book for like a butt length, and I'm like, okay, so do you want it to be past your butt, or you don't mind the hair touching your butt? If they tell me they don't mind the hair touching their butt, and I just tell them, instead of paying for a butt length, just do a waist length, because the waist length would most likely end up touching your butt, at least when it comes to booking with me. And that's just because your height does plays a role as to how a waist length might look on you. But sometimes I ask my clients, are you like a strict size person? Are you like a strict length person? So for example, if you book for a mid back, do you want like strictly mid back? Because there are people like that, right? So I do ask these questions. I just don't give like free length or like free size or free anything without even asking, even though you might think that everyone will love the long hair. Some people don't like long hair, right? So you do need to ask all these questions, right? So I do ask these questions to make sure that they're okay with it. And if they say yes, and I just go ahead with it. I just don't do it like it's a favor when it just might not be what they would prefer or what they want. So it's best for you to give them what they want or what they would love, or they don't mind. But yeah, that'll be all. Please let me know if you guys have any questions. My next video is going to be boho locks, and I will be using the raw Indian hair, and I'm really excited to post that for you guys. Again, please, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and let me know if you have any questions, any suggestions, or anything.
I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough, you wanna hate this. I'ma show up. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive, it's passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who that did being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks. It's a gas, make the smoke, speaking fast. Got the roast, got your gas, think I'm okay and last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you are behind the fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off with me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains and past, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last. Yeah. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gotta learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams, it's a modesty. So I never see the vision. I'm playing my games, but it's not a sense. I don't let you go, I'm the best time. Rubbing on it, let you go, make yourself stop. So remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage in this red. I'll be great one day, going off in my head. So I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off, and knowing I gotta make it. I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I never separate. 'Cause I'm making this. Swing home runs, I'm hitting and I'll never look back. Moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? And what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Everything up that I've ever done, but what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sleeping in the summer on a goose is right, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, oh. And we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? And what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?